Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Lunar Goddess Tarot. I'm Sarah and I'll be your intuitive guide and your reader today. So I wanted to do something different and fun today for you guys. I'm dividing the astrological signs up into fire signs, air signs, earth signs, and water signs. We're going to start with fire signs here. So I would listen for your sun, your rising, and also you could listen for your north node. Some people like to listen for their moon, so you could listen for all three signs if you'd like to. But I'm going to group you guys into those elements, and we'll start, like I said, with my Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire sign people. And we're going to get messages from the angels and ancestors. We're going to get major arcana cards. So I split the tarot deck and I just took out the major arcana cards to get the universal theme that's happening for my fire sign people out there. And then for the Beyond Lemuria cards, I chose these because I thought there might be some messages in there because we are sending so rapidly and there's just a lot of fluctuations. There's a lot of need for temperance and balance right now. Tempers are flying off the handle. There's a lot of fear, there's a lot of anger, there's a lot of just chaotic energy that's circulating. We have this Mars-Uranus North Node conjunction in Taurus, so I'm going to talk about that as we get to the later part of the month here, and then I will be talking about the Lionsgate portal as well. So join in, guys, if you're on an ascension journey, if you're a light worker starseed, or you're just interested in astrology. Take a listen, have a listen, and maybe your counterpart or your love interest is a fire sign and you want to listen for them. So you're welcome to do that as well. Take it as it resonates, leave what doesn't. And if you'd like a personal reading, you can go to my website, you can book there. I think we're still working out some tweaks there with the payment system. So if you have any issues, if it says payment failed, which has been happening, unfortunately, I'm trying to figure it out, then please just contact me via email and we'll get you booked that way. Okay, so let's start here with, we're going to start with the Angels and Ancestors deck, and then we'll take a look at the other two. So again, my fire sign people here, this is for you. Messages from your angels and ancestors, messages from your guides, messages from Lemuria, and then just a theme, a universal theme that is happening here for you, that is playing out for you in your reality, 3D reality. Let's take a look. So I hope you guys are doing really well wherever you are in the world. It's morning time here for me on Wednesday. What is it, July 20th, I believe. July 20th, right? Yeah, so we almost made it through our July. We're heading towards August, guys. Fall is right around the corner. That's very exciting. A very exciting time of year. So let's get some messages from my fire signs. The first message is drum, dream, and journey. Interesting. So perhaps you need some sound healing or the sound element in your life. One of my friends, we were just talking, she's a healer, and we were just talking the other day, and she said to me, she's like, objects retain energy. She's like, houses like to be happy, and objects like to be happy, and tables and chairs, and cars, and all of these things. So how do you speak to your house? How do you speak to your car? How do you adjust the energy in those places, especially the places we spend so much time? It might be your work office, it might be obviously home, your car, if you're on the road a lot or you travel a lot, and you think about, or public transportation, buses or airplanes, etc., taxi cabs, and we have this ability to infuse the space with our energy, or to allow us, to absorb the energy of the space. And if the energy of the space is negative, then you're going to be the one putting out, you're going to want to be the one putting out those more positive vibes, fire signs. So think about the ways in which you can light up a place with your energy, and you can exude that healing energy in whatever spaces you most frequent, but in particular the house, the home, the workspace, the car, places like that. It's a little more challenging when it's a huge public area like a park or swimming pool, places like that. But you can, even in those places, just make sure that you're entering those places with the highest possible vibration, so that, let's say you're at like a pool or you're at a park or something like that, that you're exuding the highest energy that you can exude, and trying not to absorb the energy of whatever is in that area. So that's kind of what I'm picking up for you guys, fire signs. This is also an invitation, as I said, for sound healing. So an invitation for singing, for humming, for chanting, for joining in maybe a drum circle in your area if you can find it. Typically, you'll find them in the mountains. They'll have them in the mountains. They'll have them at the beaches, during the full moon, potentially the new moon, but more so the full moon. And you could also just buy yourself a drum. You could buy yourself some sort of an instrument where you are infusing your home with that beautiful sound. And, the energy of drumming is like drumming out the negative and bringing in the positive. So bringing in more positive sound vibrations, but also getting out what doesn't want to be there, fire signs. So that's really the main message for you guys that's coming through this card. Let it be a journey. Let it be a sound journey. And for those of you who have maybe had invitations to sound healings, you know that the drums and various other instruments can really take you to those places and really take you on that journey where you are taken out of the, taken out of the present and taken more into just a more serene and peaceful energy within you. And it can really assist you with turning off the nervous system to stress, that fight or flight response, and tuning into that parasympathetic nervous system. Just want to see if the book maybe has anything that wants to be added to this card. Let's see. Yeah, follow the guidance of, journeying inward and discovering insights and information is what it says. So a drum beat can become hypnotic. That was the word that I couldn't find that I was searching for. So the hypnosis that you can be taken into is sound, drums in particular. But there's opportunities here for you to dream or to bring an inner vision into reality, fire signs. So let's get one more card from this deck for you. Here. Autumn. Yeah, interesting. I just said, right, the fall's right around the corner. I felt that for you guys. I felt like fall was going to just be just a magical time, an important time, bringing in that crisper, cooler weather and just the invitation to a new season. Release the old and rest. Yeah, so perhaps you're already feeling that fall energy within your own energy, and you're feeling like, I just need to rest right now. Fire signs, you guys have a lot of energy. You guys are, constantly going, and you're not always slowing down. So this is that invitation to slow down and definitely go within and reap the benefits of going within and getting those insights that only you can give yourself. The message coming through really clearly right now is that we are our own healer, we are our own guide, that we have all the tools and all the information that we need, and everything else is validation. So yeah, allowing yourself to be validated by your own intuition. You may have, or you may be experiencing a tower moment. Now, I don't see this as a negative card, especially when it's surrounded by release the old and rest. Yeah, that is the tower energy, releasing what doesn't serve you, and then going inward to, kind of understand the next steps. And you can take this in many different ways, but it does signal that there's a cycle ending. It does signal that something is coming to an end so that something else can begin. Whenever we have an ending, there's always a beginning. So let's say we have the World card, which signals completion and karmic cycles completing as well. The next card is 0. It's the Fool card, right? So we start at 0. We start from that kind of 0-point energy field again, and the Fool card is all about free falling and trusting and starting a brand new cycle. So after the Tower card, I would not be surprised to see you guys rising from whatever it is that's fallen. And you may go into even some kind of melancholy energy, fire signs, because the card after the Tower is the Moon. But then we have the Sun card. So if you give it a little bit of time here, by autumn, I feel like things are really going to be turning around. Not to say that it will take that long, but I think to see that full circle, kind of full cycle complete, fall is going to be a really beautiful season for you guys. And this tower is going to have fallen, and you're going to be potentially moving through an ego death at this present time, and being able to come out on the other side of this feeling like, yeah, maybe part of my world crumbled, or part of my personality had to crumble and had to go, or my belief systems. But on the other side of that, I'm experiencing this liberation, and I'm experiencing this newfound sense of self. So see if you can embrace the tower, fire signs. I know that can be scary, but I'm trying to explain it in a way that you can use it to your highest good and potential, rather than fear the energy of the card. So, and it could be different things, you know, for different people. So the tower doesn't have to, you know, it doesn't have to mean that something is falling apart. Physically, it could be that there's a belief system that's crumbling, you know, internally. So look at it that way as well. Try to look at it with a creative set of eyes, rather than just looking at it as doom and gloom. And if this is something that needed to happen, fire signs, then it was going to happen anyway, right? So let's take a look here at the Beyond Lemuria deck and see what message wants to come through for you guys, Aries, Leo, Sag people out there. This deck is a little more challenging to shuffle because it's quite large. But let's see. Okay, so we've got 44. That's a nice number. That's an auspicious number for my number of people out there. Shine your light. Yeah, so don't be afraid to be radiant. Don't be afraid to exude your true personality and your true self. That's going to be shining through, I believe, after this tower. And again, looking forward to the fall season here, especially September, October for you guys. Really an opportunity to maybe come out of any darkness that you've been feeling, and drumming and sound healing is really going to assist you with moving through this cycle, this potential ego death. For some of you, it might feel like a dark night of the soul. You know, I've heard some people say that they feel like they're in this dark night of the soul. Even if it's a mini dark night of the soul, it still can be very very challenging, very painful to process and to move through. So I would say, be authentic, fire signs. You know, use this as an opportunity to really step into your power and to show the world who you truly are, without fear of persecution, without fear of, you know, people making fun of you or laughing at you or not understanding you. It's really time for you to step into that, you know, passionate nature that you all have, and just droves, and allow the world to really see the real you. So fire signs, I hope this was helpful. I hope this gave you some tips and some guidance for moving forward here through the next couple weeks of July. And I will see you guys back with another reading in a couple weeks. What I'd like to do is do an August reading for each sign. So that's my intention, to do a reading for each sign every month. And again, you can follow for your sun, your moon, your rising, and even your north node. So take really good care, guys. See you soon.